Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to PWA Battery. Last week on Assault, we saw Block A action continue on. We are going to see the fallout from each of those matches. Right now, we are getting started with tag team action. As voted on by the PWA faithful, it will be DIE, Nakamura Yamasaki and Yuri Khrushchev with their manager Marty Dinkle, taking on the newly formed tag team of the hard man from Scotland, Robert McElroy, and the modern-day aristocrat Richard Pennyworth III. Folks, let's take you to ringside. Referee Mustang Peter signals for the contest to begin, and it is Nakamura Yamasaki starting things off with Robert McElroy. And so far, Yamasaki really taking it to the hard man from Scotland. Big kick to the face, and down goes McElroy, followed up by the low blow. 30 seconds in the match, and our first rule has been broken, and we're not stopping there. Nakamura going after the eyes, gets into the turnbuckle by McElroy. McElroy now with plenty of punches and bunches to the midsection. Nakamura's going to have to think about that for a bit. Leverage move, throws McElroy to the outside. McElroy back in. Collar elbow tie up and thrust to the throat from Nakamura. Nakamura getting the better of the striking contest between the two. There's a European uppercut from McElroy. Finally gets some breathing room and tags in Richard Pennyworth III. And here it comes, double vertical suplex, and Nakamura takes a header outside the ring. Back inside now, collar and elbow tie-up and a rake of the eyes to Pennyworth. Now Nakamura hanging onto that top rope, trying to make the tag, big chop. And there's the tag to Yuri Khrushchev, the self-professed world's greatest grappler. Collar and elbow tie-up and a front face lock applied by Pennyworth. I'm sure he takes exception to Khrushchev. Khrushchev showing him his athletic amateur wrestling style. Body slam by Pennyworth. Picks Khrushchev back up to his feet. Collar double tap, and Khrushchev with a beautiful fireman's carry takeover. Collar double tap once more, and another fireman's carry, and now locking in the head and arm triangle. Pennyworth out of the hold. Nice arm drag and the tag to Robert McElroy. McElroy now the legal person in the ring. Test of strength goes nowhere. Collar elbow time and a big headbutt from the Russian as he comes off the ropes. Nope, McElroy back up to his feet. Yuri saw it in time. Yuri got McElroy up. McElroy floats over and out of it. Oh, gets caught in the Russian leg sweep from Khrushchev. And now Khrushchev locking in that half Boston Crab, a modified half crab. Nice judo hip toss there by McElroy. McElroy looked like he might have been trying to tag him, but maybe just suckering Yuri into his side of the ring, and throws him into the turnbuckle, and now laying chop after chop into the chest of the Russian. Stomping away at the back of the head now. Collar and elbow tie-up and a European uppercut. And we have a battle of European uppercuts going on. And, well, I guess you could say that since McElroy is actually European, being from Scotland, and technically Khrushchev is from Asia, being from Russia, you'd have to give the edge to McElroy in that European uppercut contest. Tag was made. Nakamura now the legal man in the ring. Khrushchev throws McElroy to the outside. McElroy back in now. And Nakamura's got him up and down in a pile driver. Now stomping away at the back is Nakamura. Irish whip reversal and Nakamura off the ropes. Drop down, both men off the ropes now, and a face buster from McElroy, who tags in Pennyworth. And now it is Pennyworth and McElroy with the hot hand, thanks to McElroy's offense. And now Pennyworth is going to have to contend with the Divine Psycho. And now it is Nakamura and Pennyworth going back and forth with chops and punches, and down goes Nakamura. I wouldn't have expected that. Pennyworth showing he can brawl. Maybe McElroy is wearing on him a little bit. Wearing off on him, rather. Pennyworth now tying up with Khrushchev. Khrushchev sending Pennyworth into the turnbuckle. Lets him back out. Collar and elbow tie-up and a beautiful arm drag from Pennyworth. Pennyworth now with a neck lock on Khrushchev. Not surprised Nakamura's not getting in there. Khrushchev reaches for the eyes and breaks the hold. Arm wringer by Yuri Khrushchev. Collar and elbow tie-up, and there's the DDT from Pennyworth. Pennyworth pulls Yuri away from the ropes and makes the tag to Robert McElroy. McElroy now the legal man and going for a half-hatch suplex, and he got all of it. Every bit of that suplex. McElroy now to the top rope. McElroy with a knee drop, and Yuri had it scouted. No water in the pool for McElroy, but McElroy with a kick to the inner thigh. Takes down Khrushchev, and now looking in the inverted figure four leg lock. And here comes Nakamura to break up the submission. Tag is made to Pennyworth, and Yuri Khrushchev makes the tag to Nakamura Yamasaki. Nice takedown there by Khrushchev. Nakamura manages to is taken down by Pennyworth. Pennyworth just wailing on him. Kick to the midsection from Nakamura. Nakamura with a beautiful open palm strike takes him down. Nakamura now kicking away at the thighs and knotting up the hamstring. Thrust to the throat by Nakamura. DDT from Pennyworth to cut him off. Try to stop the momentum. Collar double tie up once more. Irish whip, no. Pennyworth hangs on to the top rope. Nakamura sent to the outside by Pennyworth. Pennyworth going to take a breather and look at McElroy. Uh-oh, look at Nakamura. Nakamura's got a length of wood. Unable to use it against Pennyworth, unfortunately for Nakamura. Very fortunate for Pennyworth, who makes the tag to McElroy. Robert McElroy tangling now with Yuri Khrushchev, and there it is. Spring heel jack DDT. Follows up with the La Maestro cradle count of two, and broken up by Nakamura. Pennyworth did not get in to block that tag. There's a half-hatch suplex from Yuri Khrushchev. Apparently this tag team's got a long way to go. Modified half crab there by Khrushchev. And both men tagging out. We are back to Nakamura and Pennyworth. Double vertical suplex on McElroy, and his legs landed square on that length of wood. Headlock takedown, well executed by Pennyworth. Nakamura fights his way out of the hold. Collar and elbow tie up. Knee to the midsection from Nakamura. Nakamura off the ropes. Pennyworth back up to his feet. Collar and elbow tie up once more. DDT scores again for Pennyworth. And now locks in the gamma stretch. And that will get broken up by Khrushchev. Khrushchev now with an ankle hold as the referee is admonishing him, counting him down and trying to get him out. Finally, he does succeed. Snapmare from Pennyworth to Nakamura and goes right in to that neck lock. Continuing to wear down one half of his tag opponents, and there's Khrushchev again with that ankle lock after breaking up the submission. Collar double tie up once more, and devastating chop after chop from Nakamura sends Pennyworth to the canvas, and there's the Kanahajime lock on Pennyworth. Pennyworth fights out, and tags are made once again to both sides. Khrushchev and McElroy now back in the ring. McElroy takes down both members of DIE. Headbutt from McElroy. McElroy drops the elbow, picks Khrushchev back up to his feet. McElroy with a head of steam, and catches Yuri Khrushchev with a beautiful bulldog. Drop kick from McElroy landed flush in the chest of the big Russian. Khrushchev off the ropes into a power slam. One, count of two, and that's all. Just a 2 count. Pennyworth late to get in. Half-hatch suplex by Khrushchev. Tell you what, McElroy and Pennyworth are really showing some promise, but they have got to work on their tag team skills as Nakamura is biting away at McElroy. McElroy has been split open. McElroy now with a headlock on Nakamura. Khrushchev back in and breaks it up as Pennyworth now tangling with Khrushchev. Finally, Nakamura with a pin on Mac, and that's it. Well, you can see that Pennyworth and McElroy have some work to do as far as being a tag team, but the win tonight goes to Dingle International Entertainment. Time of the fall, 16 minutes and 54 seconds. Your winners, DIE. All right, folks, our next contest in singles action. Another member of DIE, Mangus the Mongolian. And, of course, joining him will be one Marty Dinkle. And they will be taking on the NWC World Champion in a non-title bout, Johnny Ekstrom of AMX. Folks, let's take you to ringside.
Fight.
Referee Bill White signals for the contest to begin. Mangus versus Johnny X. And of course, you can't forget that dubious person in the corner there, Marty Dinkle. He is sure to get himself involved in this match in some form or fashion. Johnny X is, well, he's the NWC World Champion. And he has taken on men with much more experience than Mangus, but I'm not sure how many men he has taken on that have the size of this massive Mongolian. He certainly is going to have his hands full tonight. Judo hip toss by X, takes Mangus down, picks him back up to his feet, collar and elbow tie-up, and a knee to the midsection from Mangus. Another knee to the midsection by the Mongolian. Dragon screw leg whip by X. Now, folks, he is the NWC World Champion for a reason, and Johnny X is going to look to put all of his skills on display tonight. Beautiful one-footed drop kick to the seated Mangus. Mangus fires back with an elbow to the crown, kick to the midsection from X, and follows up with the neckbreaker. Scraping the shoes across the eyes of Mangus is Johnny X, and remember, it was, on this past assault, it was DIE who gave AMX their first defeat in the A block of the six-man tag team tournament. Johnny X looking to get a measure of revenge for that loss as they are now behind the 8-ball. And my goodness, what a knee! Johnny X just got split open by that knee from Mangus. And X again with a one-footed drop kick. That cut may have just woken him up. Collar and elbow tie-up, and Mangus with a handful of hair now looking for a cover, and X gets the kick out. Collar and elbow tie-up once more. Mangus and Johnny X now fighting back and forth, chops and kicks, and Mangus gets the edge in that contest. Mangus again scraping the boot across the eyes, or the sandal across the eyes. Johnny X looking to pick Mangus up. No, gets back body drop straight out of the ring. And Mangus going to take his time. X now back in, throws a jab. Mangus sent into the corner. And Dinkle is yelling at the referee that Mangus wasn't ready. Cover by Mangus and gets a 1 count. Collar and elbow tie-up once more. Johnny X looking for something here. Mangus reverses into a vertical suplex. X has got to do something. That cut is getting worse. He is bleeding profusely all over the ring. German suplex by Johnny X. And a sweep of the leg from Mangus. It has been very back and forth in this match. And X has got a vertical style brainbuster on Mangus. Well executed by Johnny X. X now scraping the shoe across the face again. Going after the eyes. Collar and elbow tap. Mangus with that raw power has Johnny X hoisted up and throws him over the top rope and out of the ring. And Mangus is in pursuit. X with a neck breaker on the outside. This match is really breaking down. The tippers are flaring. We are up to an 8 count. There was a low blow there from X as the referee continues to count. We're up to 10. Mangus makes his way back in the ring. And X follows suit. This match continues. X with the dragon screw leg whip on Mangus. And now X with the one-footed drop kick on the Mongolian. Collar and elbow tie-up once more. Knees to the midsection from Johnny X. He tells Mangus exactly what he thinks of him. X to the top rope. X with the elbow drop. The technique in that elbow drop. Oh, let's look at it again. Okay, that was a frog splash. Excuse me. I thought he was going for that elbow drop again. Nobody flies better than and the NWC World Champion, Johnny X, but he is going to need more than aerial tactics to take down the mighty Mongol. Knee drop and a cover, almost two. Johnny X manages to kick out. Mongolian death drop scores. 1, 2, and kick out by Johnny X at 2.5. The moxie of the champion on display. Neckbreaker by X. X follows up with a low blow. Now X to the top rope, elbow dive. No! Water in the pool for Johnny X. And a double knee breaker is all he gets. Mangus with the cover. Johnny X finds bottom rope. Referee calls for the break. Big headbutt from the Mongolian. Things are really going Mangus's way right now. And Marty Dinkle couldn't be happier. Oh, X Factor! Cover! 2 and oh! Mangus gets the shoulder up just before 3. And Johnny X trying to break the fingers of the Mongolian. Big knee to the chin from Johnny X. X with the frog splash. Mangus back up to his feet, collar and elbow tie-up. X has got him up, and pile driver connects. Beautiful pile driver by Johnny X. Johnny X back up to the top rope, and another frog splash across the back from the Mongolian. Oh, he missed that roundhouse. And Mangus has got him with that inverted choke slam. Quick roll up by X. 2, and that's it. Johnny X. All the odds against him with the come-from-behind victory. 11 minutes, 26 seconds, the time of the fall. Your winner, the NWC World Champion, the Heartthrob Kid, Johnny X. Well, ladies and gentlemen, more tag team action coming up right now as we have the surgical specialist Akira Wilde and his partner, former world champion or former heavyweight champion Ronnie Lassiter, and their opponents, the members of the Brotherhood Suharto and Vasily Kuznetsov, with their manager Nick Spoils. Folks, let's take you to ringside.
Fight.
And there's Akira Wilde starting things off with Suharto in this tag team match. The Brotherhood got their first win over the team of Akira Wilde, Ronnie Lassiter, and Laniev. Laniev, rather conspicuous by her absence. Of course, you all saw an assault. Laniev could have been injured. We have not received a medical update on Laniev, which could actually be good news if she was not in fact injured. But she looked to be in a great deal of pain at the hands of Suharto and his Sumatran silencer. And Akira Wilde and Ronnie Lassiter are looking to avenge Laniev in this tag team match and get their team back on track to win the A block. And so far it is the Brotherhood after that beautiful double team Enziguri who seem to be on top of things. Right now it is Lassiter and Vasily Kuznetsov who are the legal participants in the ring. Power versus power in this matchup, folks. Vasily might actually have the size on Lassiter, but it is arguable who actually would have the strength advantage. Sidewalk slam by Vasily. Collar and elbow tie-up, and beautiful takedown there from Lassiter. Lassiter applies the neck lock, and Vasily able to get out of it. Collar and elbow tie-up. Lassiter sends Vasily off to the races, and big hip toss from Ronnie Lassiter. Vasily back up to his feet. Now looking to make the tag and does indeed tag Suharto. Lassiter takes down both members of the opposing team. Big headbutt from Suharto, and Lassiter landed right on his keister. And now it is Lassiter and Suharto going back and forth with those chops, and down goes Suharto. Tag is made to Akira Wilde. Suharto gets sent into the turnbuckle. Oh, this is going to be bad news. Lassiter shooting Akira Wilde into Suharto. And now it is Lassiter. No. A little miscommunication there, but Wilde going right after Suharto with that figure four leg lock over the top rope. Gets right back in before Spoils can do anything about it. Tag is made to Vasily. Neck breaker on Suharto, and Akira Wilde is taking on the world right now. Not willing to let Suharto go. Gives him a foot stunner on the way out, and Vasily just caught Akira Wilde, and now Wilde and Vasily going back and forth. Big punch, and down goes Vasily. And Akira Wilde applies that figure four neck lock around the massive, oh man, that must be at least 26-inch neck of Vasily Kuznetsov. Double vertical suplex. And Vasily gets sent to the outside. And all the momentum in the world right now has to be in the corner of Ronnie Lassiter and Akira Wilde as Lassiter continues to apply pressure with that short arm lariat followed up by the abdominal claw. Vasily may be looking for a tag here, and Lassiter's going to prevent him from doing so with a wicked headbutt. And drops down into the neck lock. Beautiful chain wrestling there as taught to him by the masked shooter. Kick to the midsection from Suharto. He's seen enough. He came to help out his partner. And Vasily with the body slam follows up with a big splash and not even a one count for the kick out. And Vasily makes the tag to Suharto. Suharto and Lassiter, your legal men in the ring. And Lassiter doing everything he can to fight off both members and does so. He's got Suharto trapped in a face lock. Suharto kicks him away. Collar and elbow tie up once more. Suharto sent into the corner. Lassiter follows him in with a chop to the chest. Big hammer punch from Suharto. Suharto looking to pick Lassiter up. Oh, big mistake as Lassiter sends him nose over toes with a back body press and tags in Akira Wilde. Belly to belly suplex from Suharto. And now he's got Lassiter in a figure four leg lock. Akira, the legal man, breaks up the hold. Akira Wilde off the ropes and drops the elbow on Suharto. Now both men off the ropes, and quick roll-up by Wilde. Count of two, and kick out by Suharto. Vasily enters the ring, and Akira Wilde looking to take him off his game. Takes the headbutt from Suharto. The distraction was all he needed, folks. Collar and elbow tie up once more. Oh, surgical strike from Wilde. Wilde with the collar, one, and that's all. Broken up by Vasily. Wilde with the vertical suplex on Suharto. Wilde off the ropes. Wilde drops the elbow. Collar and elbow tie up. Akira Wilde sent into his own corner as Suharto tags in Vasily, and Lassiter is tagged in by Akira. And everybody, this is really broken down. Bill White has got to get control of this ring as Lassiter gets thrown to the outside. Lassiter back inside the ring now. Collar and elbow tie-up, and Vasily with the body slam on Ronnie Lassiter. Picks him back up to his feet. Big clothesline from Kuznetsov. Collar and elbow tie-up once more, and Lassiter sent into the corner. And Lassiter comes out of the corner with a forward-falling belly-to-belly suplex. Gets kicked away by Vasily. Collar and elbow tie-up, and big body slam, big-time body slam from Vasily Kuznetsov. Big hammer punch, and both men are going to tag out. We are back to Wilde and Suharto. Short arm lariat, and Suharto gets taken down. Meanwhile, Akira Wilde back body dropping. Vasily drops the fist, and now going after Suharto. Suharto with the hammer punch. Goes for a kick to the midsection but misses. Sends Akira Wilde into the turnbuckle and now scraping the eyes across the top rope of Suharto. And there's the tag to Vasily. Rolling Akira lock applied to Suharto, but he is not the legal man in the ring. And he got wide open for that kick from Vasily. Collar and elbow tie-up. Vasily now sent into the wrong corner. And Vasily trying to fight his way out of a bad position in the ring. Punches away at Wilde, now off the ropes. Vasily with a big splash. One, and broken up by Lassiter. Figure four neck lock applied by Wilde as Lassiter now turning his attention to Suharto. And Suharto catches Lassiter with a neck breaker. Referee trying to get control and finally does so. Wait a minute, Suharto now. Oh, it took the vertical suplex. And screw slam by Wilde onto Vasily. Picks Vasily back up to his feet. And Vasily with a Russian leg sweep to Akira Wilde. Vasily now over to his corner and makes the tag to Suharto. Tag back into Ronnie Lassiter. And now Suharto's got Akira Wilde up, and Lassiter punches him out of the grip, punches away his grip. And the back body drop to Vasily. Short arm lariat to Suharto. Lassiter on a roll here. Lassiter with a cover. 2, and that's it! Akira Wilde and Ronnie Lassiter get the Duke. Time of the fall, 15 minutes and 37 seconds. Your winners, Akira Wilde and Big Ronnie Lassiter. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for our main event of the evening. Zane Lautrec of the Lautrec family will be taking on, from INCW and representing the camp, the Siberian Psychopath, Viktor Sokolov, in a no disqualification match. Anything goes, no rope breaks, no countouts, no disqualification. Folks, this is our main event. Let's take you to ringside.
Fight.
Referee Bill White signals for the contest to begin. Siberian Psychopath versus Zane Lautrec. Zane, they're trading turnbuckles here. Hammer punch, and down goes the big Siberian. Collar elbow tie up, big punch, down goes Viktor Sokolov once more. And the camp got their first win at the expense of the Lautrecs. The Lautrecs looking for their first win in the six-man tag team tournament. And right now it is Viktor Sokolov looking to show that that win was not a fluke. Zane Lautrec drops the head on Sokolov. Irish whip reversal. Zane sent into the turnbuckle. Sokolov lets him out, throws a jab. Collar and elbow tie up, and big vertical body slam. Follows up with a low blow to Sokolov. Referee does not admonish. Again, no disqualification. Anything goes. And this is just the way that both men like to fight. And this is going to be a knockdown, drag-out affair. You can be certain of that. Collar and elbow tie up once more. And Zane floats over but gets caught with the coconut crush. Count of one, and that's all. One count, and Zane Lautrec pops the arm up, and Zane now with a series of chops to the neck. I don't know that the neck is an especially weak area, but anytime it's wrenched, it can cause some serious damage. Sokolov off the ropes, and look at the power of Zane Lautrec lifting the big Siberian off of his feet. Follows up with a headbutt. Punch by Zane, and followed up by Sokolov, and now both men wailing at each other. And it is Viktor Sokolov who goes down. Moonsault press, one, and that's all. Sokolov kicks out at one. Sokolov now with a punch and a kick gets caught with the European uppercut from Lautrec. Big open hand strike there from Zane. Follows up with a headbutt to the midsection. And now it is Sokolov with a stomach crusher. My goodness. Drop toe hold by Zane. Zane off the ropes. Sokolov back up to his feet. Collar and elbow tie up and a hammer punch, and down goes Zane Lautrec. Knee crusher from Sokolov. Collar and elbow tie up. Zane Lautrec off the ropes, and just runs over Viktor Sokolov, hooks the leg, and gets a one count. Sokolov jabbing away, sends Lautrec off to the ropes, and a knee to the midsection that really took the wind out of Zane Lautrec. And now he's got Zane up in the torture rack. Could be a submission here, no, but oh my, finishes him off with a backbreaker, and there's the Siberian leg sweep. Looking for 3. We've got 2, and a kick out by Zane Lautrec. Collar double tie-up once more. Sokolov off the ropes and catches the top rope. Collar double tie-up, and there's that torture rack. He's got him up in the torture rack once again. And again, Zane Lautrec refusing to submit. Instead, throws rabbit punches to those ribs. Moonsault press for the top rope. Zane Lautrec gets caught once again with that coconut crush knee. Cover by Sokolov, 2, and kick out by Zane Lautrec. Collar double tie-up, open pump strike. Lands successfully for Zane. Punch to the midsection by Sokolov. Sokolov weathered the early storm of Zane Lautrec, but right now it is pretty much all Viktor Sokolov. Zane Lautrec getting in a few blows, but not much. There's a 1. Remember, no rope breaks in this match. Both men off the ropes, and oh, he missed the tackle. Sokolov missed the tackle, but catches Zane with the hammer punch. And now kicking away at the back of Zane Lautrec, stomping away at the knee. Collar elbow tie up. Front face lock applied by Lautrec. And there was the low blow there from Sokolov. Sokolov with a double axe handle to the shoulder of Zane. Zane in a bad way here. Collar double tie up once more. Siberian leg sweep connects once more. Cover. Count of 2 and a kick out by Zane Lautrec. Zane Lautrec, a veteran of many years in the twilight of his years, but he is showing no signs of slowing down at this point. Sends Sokolov into the turnbuckle. Zane with a head of steam, and the clothesline connects. Oh, back body press by Sokolov. Sokolov back up to his feet. Zane back up to his feet. Zane with the headbutt to Sokolov. Drops a second headbutt, and a third headbutt for good measure. Collar double tap, and now Sokolov biting away at Zane Lautrec. Referee over to check to see if Zane wants to give up. Zane Lautrec not giving up, but he is split wide open. Oh, big chop, and now goes Sokolov. Sokolov showboating a bit too much. Got caught with that big chop. Irish whip, and the Siberian Psychopath gets sent into the turnbuckle. Zane Lautrec got him tied up in the trail wall and headbutts the knee. Not sure about the wisdom of that move, but there's certainly some wisdom and some pain from that 180 tombstone. Oh, we might see it here. Dominator! Sokolov with the cover. Count of 2, and that's it. 1 Dominator and done. 3 seconds later, we have a winner. The Siberian Psychopath, Viktor Sokolov, emerges victorious. Time of the fall, 11 minutes and 35 seconds. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for us tonight. Great night of action here on PWA Battery. We will see you next Tuesday for another exciting edition of PWA Battery, where we will be featuring the Block B matches and previewing the Block B matches for that week's assault. Until then, my name is Gary Bloomfield. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, and have a great one.